Fredrik coming at you with another video. I am currently in Primm, Nevada to have a look around the casinos here. There's 3 casinos, there's an outlet, and I did go to their website prior to driving the 31 miles. They are outside of town, and it did not say they were closed. So hopefully this isn't a total bust, but we'll soon find out. For those of you new to the channel, my name's Bror Fredrik, Las Vegas-based professional photographer, videographer, cinematographer, and part-time philosopher. So we're going to have a little look around here. I don't want to antagonize security because this is kind of a small town, you know. So I like that they're still flying the flag up there. That's a beautiful sign when it's lit up at night. But this place was kind of fun. If you could look, let's see, off in the distance there, it's completely surrounded by a roller coaster. So I've actually been on that. I'm not big on rides, I'll be perfectly honest, but this one was kind of fun, except for that first drop. Like they say, watch the first step, it's a doozy. But kind of disappointed that it's closed. It's not the fanciest property. This whole area is not the fanciest, but it's a fun diversion because it's got the like an old west vibe to it. Like I said, we're going to check out the outlet stores down there. I know for a fact that Whiskey Pete off in the distance, they are open, and they have some interesting displays in there, the Bonnie and Clyde. And like I said, Primm is about 30 miles south on I-15. You can't miss it. You go on I-15 and boom, you're here. And I passed Gene also, and that's the Terrible Hearts Casino, and they are definitely closed also with a police presence. I wasn't thrilled. I was poking around. And like I said, you don't mess around in these small towns too much. Plus, there is a, how would you say, correctional facility not too far from here. So everyone's kind of always got their guard up. It's a big Nevada correction facility. So this is Buffalo Bills. Kind of sucks I couldn't show you the inside. They had some like a water ride deal. And the gaming here is pretty loose, but hopefully we see them open up in the near future. But as you can see, closed. So I don't know what their story is. I will definitely find out and bring that information to you. But we are going to head down to the outlets. We're going to head across the street and see what else we see. Be right back. Back again. We are at the Primm Valley, which is part of the 3 casinos, and it is definitely open. That's a little better view of the roller coaster I was talking about over at Buffalo Bills. It's pretty lengthy. It goes around the entire property. So we're gonna go have a look inside. Well, here we are inside Primm Valley Casino. They did a temperature check, which is kind of cool. And they gave me a little sticker to put on my shirt to say that I'm safe to be inside here. So let's go have a look around. And what they also told me was that they're hoping to open Buffalo Bills by the 1st of the year. Well, in time for New Year's. So we'll find out if that happens. I kind of like that place. They have older style machines here, which I happen to love. They're not coin spitters, but they got your double diamonds, and they got the buffalo. So this is kind of local, and it's sort of a stop for travelers as they drive by on the way to Vegas from California and all points south on I-15, Buffalo. And I noticed also, so here's a hint, the gas here was $3.99 a gallon because they have their own station. So you might want to bypass it or time your gas trip a little better, because $3.99 is no joke. I'm sure Californians are like, hey, we're used to that, Bror Fredrik. but I paid, let's see, I paid $2.35 this morning. So that's a big difference. So hopefully I can get by without this music in the video, because there was a lot of music just cranking there. So let's see what is going on in here. This is the slot tournament areas. These are set up, I don't know if you guys know about slot tournaments, but they put a fixed amount of dollars or credits for all the participants, and then you just press that button like as fast as humanly possible, and then they set it on a timer, and whoever has the most credits at the end wins. So that's kind of interesting. I've never played one. I played in a craps tournament once to see who, you had to bet every roll, but you had to, and whoever had the most, you just couldn't sit there on the money. So whoever had the most chips at the end won. So that's kind of the casino. I'm gonna walk back inside and we're gonna do these outlets in a second. And I'm gonna do one more pass in there for everyone. So the outlet stores are open, so that's kind of fun. We're gonna go scope those out. I don't know if the deals are any better over here compared to the outlets that we have in Vegas, which I'm gonna do them again. I did the north and I did the south outlets. And I will put a card up there so you can go check those out. And I did those about 2 months ago when they first opened. So we shall see if there's any more business in there. Let's get a look at that sign there. Casino. Let's go in the casino. Check it out. But this music is loud. Let's see if we could skate our way through it. Maybe if I keep talking. I was kind of disappointed that the casino, the terrible casino in, it's called terrible, it's not a terrible casino, in Jean was closed, because they always have really, really nice car shows in there. Last time I was there, they had the Fast and the Furious vehicles. They had the original Batmobile, which seems to be a touring thing. Oh, their restaurant is closed. That was kind of a fun place. I did a shoot there once with all those cars and a couple of models. That was fun. They got a Walking Dead machine. No way. Plenty of buffalo. I might try these machines to see if they're actually looser or the same as Las Vegas machines. I'm gonna do a whole show on how to select machines. It's not so much how to play them, because obviously you put your money in, you press a button. When it comes to playing them, it's more about money management than anything else. The Country Club buffet is closed, so it's a money management issue, but selecting the machines, because there is, and the pizza place is closed, there is a lot of theory to how to select them and how the properties place their casino, their machines in the casino. They place low-paying machines in some areas. They place high-paying machines in other areas. So that'll help you a lot. So I'm going to do a little more research, because in case things change during the reopening, I have a friend who teaches gaming philosophy and things like that. So I'm gonna consult with him to see if anything has actually changed. You see the sports book in the back there? And if it hasn't, I am going to bring you that video on how to select a machine, more or less which machines not to play would actually be a better description of what I'm gonna do. And there's some philosophy on which ones you should play, as far as placement, as far as where they are in these banks. their visibility because they aren't all the same. This buffalo over here might not pay as much as the buffalo that's sitting outside a restroom. One could be 96% and another one could be 91%. So there, like I said, there is philosophy and there is strategy on how they place them and why. And I'll bring that to you in an episode. So that is the Primm Valley you can see here. I'm gonna play a couple of machines to see if they are tighter than usual, looser than usual in comparison to Las Vegas, and I will report on that too. So I'm gonna head over to the outlets, be right back. Here we are back at the outlets. Gonna see what they have to offer. Actually, I saw that they had a Michael Kors in here. For those of you unfamiliar, high-end ladies gear. So let's see what's going on here. Got a Nike shop. It's a nice looking place, I don't say no. Haven't been here in forever. So I'm curious to see what's going on too. See, that's a Nike factory store. I don't think they like calling themselves outlets. Gap, almost everything, 50 to 70% off. That is some creepy ass shit right there. They can keep that. I mean, I get what they're trying to say, but no thank you. Got your typical kiosks in the center here. There's H&M. I bought some t-shirts at H&M that have lasted me like 5 years and haven't pilled up and got all skanky. I might go in there and look around. I mean, they make a proper V-neck for men, not the, you know, feminine looking style, but a nice V-neck. Michael Kors, ladies. Let's see, enjoy up to 70% off. Let's take a quick look around in here. Prices did not look bad at all. They had some shit in there for like, well, some product in there for like 89 bucks, 150. Kate Spade. Shame what happened to her. Kate Spade. I don't know what that was, but they's gone. I don't know, the art, what do they call this? Street art or something like that? I don't know. Some places it's street art, some places it's just straight up vandalism. That's the Coach. Coach is nice. Levi's outlet store. Wow, the music is loud in here too. I might have to do a little fancy filtering. Let's see. 40% off, 39 bucks for a pair of jeans when you buy 2 or more. Is that the going rate for Levi's? I don't know. I don't wear Levi's. Semi-annual sale at Calvin Klein, up to 80% off. And we got, let's see, we got Polo. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up having to bleep a lot of this out here. Bath and Body Works. People still wear Hilfiger? I used to wear that when I used to play golf a lot. I don't know if they're still a thing. But, as I always brag on, the colognes, Tommy Bahama. That is one of the finest men's colognes. Smell aside, it's one of them that you can actually smell on your own body as a man, which kind of prevents you from overdosing everyone on it. I'll put a link in the description below And you can go check that out on Amazon. That's where I get mine. It's the gateway to the dream. Let's see what else we got in here. We got a couple of closed stores, but the last time I was here, this was definitely a spot where Californians were coming from. Let me pause here, straighten this camera a little. That's a little better. There we go. Williams-Sonoma Marketplace, are they open? If you're into cooking and kitchens and being all kinds of domestic, 20 to 50% off. I don't know what the deal is here with these people. Let's see. I remember when this used to be a nice little water show. The flamingos are not flamingoing. Old Navy, not my joint, but if it's yours, what do we got? 50% off, that's your spot. And amazing prices. Wow, what's with the whole graffiti motif in here? This wasn't like that. Is this your thing? I don't know. Is it mine? Not so much. Not since someone spray painted the walls by my studio. It kind of put a bug up my ass against it. I didn't give them approval to do that. And someone muraled up my studio space on the outside. For the fellas, express for men. And what do we got in here? Some very, very limited refreshments. See, I don't know about it. I mean, is that art? I don't know. It's a statement for sure. And I guess it's up to your imagination what the statement is. And that's the purpose of art. But I like art that's inspiring, not art that's kind of on the depressing side. That's the duplicity of man or a woman. I'm an art critic now. Go figure. Part-time philosopher and art critic. Those dudes are getting their skip on. Okay. Rack room shoes, ubiquitous. Ubiquitous? Ubiquitous, that's the word. Google that. That's a $5 word right there. Some more bizarre ass graffiti. Okay, more bizarre ass graffiti. Yeah, I'm not digging it. It's actually giving me the heebie-jeebies, but whatever. We'll just power through it. What is that? So what's the statement here? The statement here is, all right, we got some bolt cutters and some poisonous plants. All right. So I think we're ending the journey over here because all these places are closed. So, do I recommend coming out to the outlets here? Let's see. Thumbs down for Bror Fredrik for now. Maybe they'll come back to life, but right now, deadness, not recommended. And I'll be right back from Whiskey Pete's. And here we are at the last spot on our little Primm adventure. We're at Whiskey Pete's, and it is right across from the other casinos, as you can tell. Let's go inside and see what happens. And I just did play some machines over at the Primm Valley, just to compare what the activity is versus Vegas casinos or local Vegas casinos. And I gotta tell you, I played some machines, I hit a ton of bonuses, but they didn't pay. You know, I was getting like, I got, I think, 11 bonuses in 40 minutes, and I didn't get one that paid me over $11. So, you know, it made for excitement. It made the money go a long way. But in terms of paying off on bonuses, not so much. So we're gonna check out Whiskey Pete's. There's a display inside, if they still have it, the Bonnie and Clyde. So hopefully we'll get to film that. And I'll go inside, get my temperature checked over here, and I'll see you in a minute. So here we are inside Whiskey Pete's. Got my temperature check going on. Actually, they respected the one I got across the street because I am wearing, let me show you. I'm wearing my sticker that shows that I got it. This here is the Bonnie and Clyde exhibit. This is actually what I wanted to show everyone. The death car. And that's actually Bonnie and Clyde. I think they stuffed them or something. And this is, it didn't have these cages around it last time, so I hope it's coming out clear. And this is where they got machine gun. That was done with, I think, 30-06 bar automatic weapons. But I think there's a little history going on. So if you're thinking about running across America going all Bonnie and Clyde, I'd think again. But that's kind of cool. So let's check this out real quick. In the background, they're playing a little history. I think those are the weapons they found on them, some death certificates, some newspaper stories. They died in a barrage of gunfire.
They did whatever they could do with the game.
And they got some, that looks from like 1974. I think, let me see. I think that's the actual clothes he was wearing. Wow, that's a small dude. That looks like child's clothing. And yes, I'll turn around and we'll check out the car in a minute. And they celebrated the death of those two. Nowadays, they'd probably be celebrating their life, but that's a whole nother story. Timeline. Okay, this is Dutch Schultz's vehicle. And you can see how the bullets basically, oh, you see me. Let me get out of the way. You can see how the bullets basically bounced off there. That was a bulletproof vehicle. Kind of a nice looking car. The thing's a tank. I don't know what kind of motor can move that thing, but holy shit, it's ginormous. So that's something to do when you come here. You come check out the Bonnie and Clyde vehicle. Let's see if we can look inside there a little bit. That looks like the equivalent of a lawnmower that we have these days. Gift shop is closed. So I'm going to definitely try out a couple of machines in here and see what's going on, just for comparison's sake. It's only going to take a little while to do, and I'll let you know. They do have the double diamond machines, which I happen to like, but I'm not paying $5. Unless you want to like send it to me, and then I'll play it. Let's see. Pretty typical machines. They have a lot of the arcade style machines. And some of the older ones. I haven't seen any coin spitters in any of these, any of the two casinos. I happen to like the coin spitters. You know, it's a taste of old Vegas. Dropping coins. Wow, they have a micro craps table. That thing is tiny. I would never play on that. I don't think they would let me play on it because I'd be setting dice like a freak. Let's see, what else is going on here? Not much. This place is a whole lot smaller than I remember. A timeline of how Vegas was made. Let's check this out. I'm gonna walk across. You could stop and pause. You should be able to see it beautifully in the glorious 4K. 1972 is the Aladdin. No shit. Spilatro. They put mob attorney Oscar Goodman up there. For those of you who don't know, mob attorney Oscar Goodman became mayor. Oop, let me adjust this camera. I just knocked it out of whack here. He became mayor of Las Vegas. His wife is currently mayor of Las Vegas. So he was celebrated. He's got a nice, someone just did something good. He's got a nice restaurant downtown in the plaza. And that's about it for Whiskey Pete's. I think there's a little something this way we might have missed. A lot of machines I've never even seen in my entire life. Doesn't mean they're not good machines. Let's see what's down here. Registration, in case you want to check in. The outside of this place is real nice. Uh-oh, what do we got here? That's kind of cool. Throw your money in there and they donate it to charity. See that? That's kind of cool. And they do have a monorail that runs in between all these three casinos. Unfortunately, there's only 2 casinos now. So, is coming to Primm worth it or not? I'll wrap it up by saying this. If you're a Vegas resident, it's a fun diversion. It's like Arizona Charlie's times 3. It's got that vibe. It's a nice diversion. You can probably come hang out, you know, enjoy the semi-local flavor. See a few Californians truck on through on the way to Vegas itself. If you're coming from California, well, I definitely wouldn't stop for gas at 4 something a gallon. But would I say it's worth the stop? Well, if you wanted to rest from the trip, yes. If you want to see some casino action, probably not. So I give it, on the Bror thumbs up or thumbs down scale, for locals, for tourists coming into town. So I want to thank you for coming along for this little adventure. I gotta look at this craps table again. Another shiny thing caught my eye. Holy cow, my bathtub is bigger than that. So I want to thank you for joining me for this little Primm adventure. I had fun. I'm gonna check out the machines and I'll flash up how I did. I put in 100 at Primm Valley and I cashed out 68, so I didn't get beat up, but like I said, the bonus is absolutely blue and I got a bazillion of them. So I'm gonna play here too and I'll give a report on that. So if you've got any place that you want me to go, that you want me to film, that you want me to see, just drop it in the comments below and I'll make sure that happens. I'm gonna flash up the 9% phrase of the day right there. Drop that in the comments. Let me know you hung out till the end. I appreciate everyone that does. You guys are important to me. Every one of you is important to me. For those of you who are new, the 9% Club is 9% of all the viewers stick around to the end. And that helps me because it tells YouTube that I'm producing good content that you actually want to see. We'll show it to some more people and we'll help our family grow. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.